This is Johnny Detroit for today at pregame Saturday, December 10th. And let's get right to the pregame pros, where my main man, Marco D'Angelo, it's all started on Thursday when I made him the dollar capper. Easy winner on the Cleveland Browns. Crosses over, hits West Virginia. Yesterday, he comes back with Fairfield -2, takes the lead into halftime. They never look back in an easy winner. So personally, I'd like to learn from solid handicappers, add on great sources. So what I did is I sent an undercover team to Marco's house last night to try figuring out what Marco's doing as of late, just to be stone cold in college basketball. He's hit his last 4 straight triples to be perfect so far in the season at 4-0. So we have a photo we actually took of Marco last night watching the game. So I want to share that with everybody. This is Marco last night watching the Fairfield game. I know he looks a little bit like Ron Jeremy, and I've always heard the rumors that he was his stunt double and back in some of those 80s action flicks. So I don't know. Kind of looks like him to me. But Marco, I just want to say congratulations on your run. This really wasn't what I was expecting. When I expected to see some big giant dry erase board and charts and power ratings and a bunch of guys checking weather and statistics, but either way, if this is what it takes, I guess this is how you go 4-0 in college basketball triples, is you just look all comfy on your bearskin run like Mr. Cuddly himself, Marco D'Angelo. And speaking of Marco, he's my featured guy again today. I think there's always that debate in the forums of long-term versus short-term, and I think, why can't we just all get along and find somewhere in the middle? If you got a guy who's long-term solid at something, like Mike Hook, he's solid long-term at golf and MMA, and he knows his smaller conferences in football and basketball. Vegas Runner is long-term great at boxing and MMA. But what if somebody maybe isn't great long-term in college football, but they're solid at the Big Ten? Or what if a guy hits a run during, say, conference play or some special tournament, and he's just in the zone and winning? Does that mean you shouldn't follow him because maybe long-term he hasn't won? I don't buy that. I think that certain people are good at certain things. Sometimes certain people get in the zone. They pick at something in a trend or something that's going on with a team, and they're going to ride it out. So, to quote the infamous Phil Steele, you could lose betting against a streak tons of times, but you could only lose betting on a streak only once. So just keep that in mind. So I'm excited today. Yesterday, I only pushed Marco. I said, let's not just regurgitate the homepage. It's a slow card. A lot of the pros really don't have anything big out there. But today, a lot of the guys that I respect are hammering big plays today. So let's go through the rundown. You're going to see my head bobbing and weaving because I got notes all over my office trying to keep track of what's going on. Let's start off first. We have Goodfella. He's won 14 of his last 18 in college basketball. He has a real big play going. He's had a really solid run overall, just nailing his bigger plays. Dave Essler, very rare with 3 stars from Mr. Uncle Dave. He has a rare 3-star going last week. I think the pick was Valpo, but he did hit his 3-star last week in his all-access package, and he has another 3-star going today. Vegas Runner, secret agent man. I see that picture. I don't know whether to think he's the Fed, a mobster, an IRS agent from the 50s, but either way, Vegas Runner is giving a college basketball game of the week today, and he's also going to include a college football 3-star absolutely free. He could easily have created multiple packages and split these big games up, but Ace is coming in. He's putting everything in one package, and I always like to push the guys that do that and put everything together, especially when they're hot and they have a brand like VR. So props to VR for doing that today for everyone over at Pregame, packaging all his sports, the college football, and that basketball play into one package. Greg Shaker, the guy with the biggest head at Pregame. I love Greg. His hat's bigger than my head, but I should wear it because everything I do, that lighting still makes it look like I got a glare on my head. So Mr. Greg Shaker today, he's 65-38. So back to the long term. We got the short term. Goodfellas killing it short term. Marco's at his last 4 straight triple stars. He hasn't lost since Thursday. You wanted some long term? Well, here we go. Greg Shaker, the shake and bake himself. He's 65-38 in college basketball. He has a big 3-star going today. J.R. O'Donnell, 2-prong on him. One, J.R. O'Donnell has a 3-star non-conference game of the year going today, and he's my Saturday slash, and what that is for you newbies, a slash guy is when Johnny Detroit goes in and takes their 7 and their 30-day packages, knocks them down 20% for 24 hours only. So if you're looking to jump on the J.R. O'Donnell train, you're going to have to do that today because there'll be a new guy tomorrow. So it's 20% off today only, his 7 and his 30-day packages. Over in the NHL, giving a shout out to Denver Money. Denver Money is 64% in the NHL over his last 20, and he has a discounted package today. I put that right on the Pregame Pros homepage under special discounts. Get his pick today for only $15. Switching gears a little bit to the NBA, I know it doesn't start until Christmas, but there's been a little bit of confusion in the CBB NBA All Access packages that are up on the site. If you are a college basketball member, and you're looking to get NBA, we will have NBA only packages. I repeat, we will have NBA only packages. The college basketball NBA promo is for guys that were looking to jump on seasonal college basketball now, but also lock in the NBA since there is no college basketball seasons currently up, or we're not up until we put this package available. If you are a college basketball guy and you want to lock in your NBA now, you can email me at johnny@pregame.com. I'm going to throw in a special discount for you. It's actually going to be a little less than what the all-inclusive NBA is going to be, because I want to show some love because you jumped on board with your guys at the start of the season in college basketball. So if you're looking for that deal, you don't want to wait, just email me, johnny@pregame.com. Now moving over to the forums, and what I want to do with it today in pregame is I want to kind of recap what's going on in pregame every day. Sometimes I'll do some extra babbling. Sometimes I'll have, like yesterday, Denise doing shots, which has nothing to do with pregame, but hey, she was freaking hot, so who cares? Is over the forums today is the boys has his NFL game of the week up. One of the most popular threads since the inception of pregame, and actually before pregame even existed, back when I was running LetItRideSports.com, which was kind of the precursor to pregame, that and Mr. Bell's freepicksbyemail.com. So once again, the boys game of the week is up right now in the forums. Mr. Mike Hook has his rumbling threads. I love listening to Hook. He tells it like it is. He's like the Roddy Piper kind of pregame. His rumbling threads is getting some great action, so you might want to get in there and go back and forth with Hook and get your opinion out. And Mr. Poole, I've spoken with Poole on a couple of Blog Talk radio shows. The guy's super knowledgeable. He reminds me of Mike Hook, where he just digs those little gems out of those smaller conferences. He has his college basketball picks up already in the forum, so make sure you check that. If by chance it's not on the main All Access page, all you got to do is click that CBB tab and look at all of the action. And just a quick note too is obviously we're not Facebook. If we were, I wouldn't be talking to you on a webcam in my home office. I'd be talking to you on my private jet somewhere with a bunch of hot chicks dancing on poles. But we do have some kind of Facebook features where if there's certain pros that you like to follow, certain handicappers on the forum, or just guys you like when they post and have interesting stuff to say, is you could actually go in and friend those people. You could have a live stream to see what's going on with them. One of the beefs we always heard, and you know, all the haters out there who always hate, a lot of the stuff we do hear from you guys, we change. You wanted to see, you know, records graded, we did that. People wanted to message each other. If you go to the top, you can friend your friends. You can talk back and forth. You know, the only thing we're going to, enforce is there's no spamming. There's no, obviously, attacks on each other. But you could use the pregame messaging system to follow and converse with everyone over at the pregame, from the pros to me and Mr. Bell to Marco to VR, all the way down to just the guys who are posting a couple times a month. So from Johnny Detroit to you, this is Saturday today at pregame. I will be back tomorrow on Sunday. Once again, best of luck. Tons of big selections. I know the last couple of days I really haven't been pushing a lot of guys, but today I love this card. There's tons of action. A lot of guys have been stone cold hot that I respect, have big plays, and I wanted to kind of cherry pick and narrow the volume down for you guys, but I couldn't do that. I think today's going to be a big game for everybody, and hopefully tomorrow on the Good, Bad, and Ugly recap, it's all good. So from me to you, as always, best of luck.